Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Tonight we will be continuing Phantasy Star 2 from the Sega Genesis Classics library. So let's get fired up. Okay, let's see, where is it again? There we go. Now in our previous episode we just got started. We explored the town of Paseo. We ambled on over to Arima and got our third party member. Let's continue game. Okay. Don't need a lot of experience to get up levels now. Okay, let's check out, I think it's strength, just to see what people have. Bowgun, fiber coat, headgear boots. Yeah, we really don't have anything. So, we're gonna need to grind out a lot of Meseta to get gear. I've noticed that in Phantasy Star, you spend more time grinding for money than you do for experience. Not always, but there are plenty of times that you do. Okay, and then Nei has just that. Okay. Alright, so let's go out and fight some baddies. Oh wait, how much Meseta do we have? We have virtually nothing, so. And that's another thing. You spend a lot of money on monomate, dimate, trimate, medicine in general. Let's just walk around these biodomes. Alrighty, give me a fight. Mosquito down. Okay, never nice. Okay, enough Meseta to buy half a monomate. Oh, let's go ahead and go up here and just check out this bridge, even though we can't pass it. Alright, there we go. Here is Darum. I don't remember him being dressed in a crop top. Huh. He tried to kill Nei 7 months ago. This is bad news. Let's go back for a while. Okay. So, what's the story behind that? And I don't remember if it's in the official Phantasy Star Compendium, which I did read once. But there has been plenty of fan speculation on what happened between the time that... Oh, that's rude. I should have attacked the bee first. That's okay. Birdo is no longer paralyzed. Excellent. But anyway, there's been a lot of speculation about what has happened or what did happen. Let's see. We're fine. In those 7 months, well, 7 months ago, like what's the story? Ah, the Froggy. Don't like the Froggy because they have high speed or high agility. I think it's agility, right? Agility is what determines the order in which you fight. Oh, Ralph's almost dead. 5 experience and 20 Meseta. They give a fair amount of Meseta. Okay, let's go ahead and cast Res on Rolf. Okay, this whole RNG of the first guy getting hit is not really working out. There we go. Yeah, get that B. And more wandering. Makes me wonder if, like in the monster index for Phantasy Star 2, if any of the sizes of these bio creatures were ever defined, because, you know, they all look big. But just how big are they, right? You have a snake with an oversized head. That can shoot you with a paralyzing agent. Fire ants don't really do anything except just damage you. Oh, finally they actually attack Rudo. Need to get him either a shotgun or 2 sonic guns. Either way, it's expensive to equip our party early on. And that's why it's usually a Meseta grind versus a... Let's go to the hospital and restore our... because... Yeah, let's just go to the hospital. Because then you have to pay the hospital to restore your technique points. I mean, we may have gone a little bit prematurely, but I'm overcautious in Phantasy Star. When you die, or when a character dies, it's just 24 Mercedes. Yeah. No. So it's a fixed fee per party member, depending on what town you are. Paseo is the cheapest, because it's the beginning town. Excuse me. So yeah, for Rudo we need, let me look at my sheet here. Town of Arima, I need, yeah, either 2 sonic guns, which is gonna be, that's 1280 Meseta. 1280 Meseta. And these encounters are giving me anywhere between 15, 20 Meseta is a generous encounter. This will probably give me about 20, 15. Rudo gains a level, nice. Or shotguns are 800. Just the shotgun alone, 800. Jeez, come on. I'm kind of leaning towards the shotgun just because of how its mechanics work, and you don't. There's not like your overkill doesn't become wasted damage. At least I think it doesn't. I'll have to. I might have to do a save state. Oh. Locust. As long as he doesn't hit Nay, we should be fine. These guys can hit hard, I think. Just 3, not bad. I thought he was gonna hit 5 to 6. Not so much. Oh, we got ambushed by a locust. Okay, there's the hard hit. Yep. But they don't have a lot of health, it seems. Alright. Let's do a heal. Let's heal Rolf. Okay, there we go. This overworld music is so... It's pretty cheerful. It's pretty cheerful. Considering how dangerous the overworld is, right? You think about... And this is a game that... not a game, but it's something that I do with every RGB. I think to myself, you know, let's pretend that, you know, we were in this world, or let's pretend a world like this were actually to exist, right? Let's imagine, if you will. Let's imagine if the algal system, the actual system, were real. There were planets like these, and, you know, all the people living on there were real. How would it be to live in a world like that? So you're 100% dependent upon a sentient computer being called by the brain, provide you with everything, and everyone has become so reliant upon it that no one works. So all these little biofarms, they're probably 100% automated by robots. Excuse me. And we learn later on that there are definitely a lot of robots in the control of Mother Brain. Let's see. We're fine. I like to be cautious, yet I prefer to try to really extend our, not extend, but stretch out our TP's utility. Because those technique points are very precious early on. Now once we get Amy, we'll be in a much better position to stay outside longer, because her heals are the best. But going back to the weapons we need, so Rudo's gear needs are expensive enough as they are, right? Then we're going to need a sword for Rolf, which is 1200 Meseta. Which is just crazy. And I'm still deciding how much of this game's chronicling I want to record. If I want to do, like, how much of the grinding I want to demonstrate. Oh, we got attacked right after the heal. Shoot you in the eye. I think what I'm gonna do is... Alright. Alright. And Nei does indeed level up faster than everybody else. I think... It's approximately, she levels up 2 levels to, like, I think Rolf's 1. Ouch. And he only has 1 knife right now, doesn't he? Man. Yeah. He'll be off so much better off when he has a sword. Let's see. Let's cast Res. I think what I'll do... Very nice. is I think the pattern that I prefer to establish is record where I'm grinding, the types of enemies that are in where I'm grinding, the types of abilities, skills that I'll use, because I do like to demonstrate just what the grinding looks like, right? If I get to a point where, oh, we have to grind out 5,000 Meseta, which isn't really a lot in the grand scheme of this game. Well, I think we'll get to some points where we'll have to grind out like 300,000 Meseta, which is it's crazy. It's just so much grinding. So I don't think, as I'm thinking out loud, I don't think that I'm going to record and chronicle on my recordings every single battle, but rather just give an idea like this. Maybe do a briefer episode that shows where I'm grinding, shows the monster types, what the monsters can do, and also my party makeup, my skills, and my gear, and everything. And then off recording, do all the grinding that needs to be done, and then resume the next episode, recorded episode, when I'm ready to purchase gear and so forth. So, oh man, 2 froggies. At least that's my tentative. Oh, I'm glad that he missed with that. That's a hurdy attack. And froggies can Nay's almost down on our technique points. So let's go back to Pazeo. So anyway, that's my, I don't know, that's my initial thought. I'm not sure if that's what's actually going to happen. I kind of wanted to record everything. Just do like kind of like a long play. No, we don't need anybody else to be cured. Oh, I have 447 Meseta. Okay, so let's take a look here. At excuse me. Let's see. I think Arima doesn't have an armor shop, but Pazeo does. Where is it? I don't want to. I think it's over here. Weapons. We don't want weapons. So I've got, how much exactly do I have? 447. So I can buy I kind of don't want to buy a left-handed weapon. I mean, knives are only 100. How much more effective would I be in combat, or how much faster would I win fights with another knife? Would it be that much more efficient? Is the question. Like, is 100 Meseta an investment of 100 Meseta time effective? Because you have to think about that too. Because sometimes you have to make investments on lesser equipment. That makes Meseta grinding not so long. Alright, we're definitely going to buy a headgear for Rolf. No. Not for now. Equip Rolf. The headgear. Alright, yay. Our attacks or not attack, our defense is better. Shoes. Let's see, that shop had... Let's see, I already have a carbon suit. So does Rudo. Oh, he has a fiber coat, which is better than a carbon suit. I think that we've got the best equipment that we can get here. So alright, let's just go get another knife. It's only 100 Meseta. Yeah, whatever. Oh. Later race. Okay, let's... Oh, yeah. Okay. This will help. Now, where am I going? I want to look for the data center. There it is. Data memory, excuse me. The fact that you have to rename your file every time you overwrite it is just a slight irritant of this game. Excuse me. Oopsies. Went back in the town by accident. That's gonna happen a lot in this in our adventure here. These bridges are safe zones. You cannot get attacked by them. Not yet, anyway. Later on, we will be able to be attacked there. But they are, since they're part of the, I guess the network, they're part of what Mother Brain controls and watches over, so they're protected areas. Now I want to go to the area to the east, but I don't know that we're strong enough. Hooray! And I'll just go up here to the north just to illustrate, or just to show this area. So we've got, there's really nothing up here. There's trees and mountains, and I hope that I don't think I will run into anything that I can't handle. Goodbye. Okay, so we got mountains, and there's never anything special about any of these trees or anything. You never have to search on the overworld. It's all about just walking around on it. And I mentioned this, I think, in our first episode, that we will not be playing the first Phantasy Star, and that's simply because I never had any play experience with the first Phantasy Star. It came out on the Master Drive, and so since Phantasy Star 2 was the first game in the series that I was introduced to, because my friend had the Mega Drive, the 16-bit, and the Master Drive was, I think, 8-bit. and it wasn't. I don't think the Master Drive was hardly known in the U.S. Excuse me. So Phantasy Star 1, I think, was a hard to find game. I didn't know about it until years after Phantasy Star 4 came out. You know, when the PlayStation and the Xbox and all these other advanced consoles had been in the market. So, and it's got a very interesting story. How, well, the prologue. Let's see, I can't get through those trees, can I? No. It shows this young girl. Well, the young girl, since we won't be playing Phantasy Star 1, is Elisa. I think it's Elisa. I don't know how to pronounce some of these characters' names. The pronunciation that I came up with in my head as a kid has never been corrected, so some of these pronunciations of characters may be wrong. So Elisa Landale and her story is what Rolf was dreaming of, and how she's battling the Dark Falls or Dark Force, and that's what Rolf dreams about. And the story in Phantasy Star 1 is very important to the rest of the series. And I really wish that they had made a 16-bit version, even though it was dungeon crawler style, and console games were starting to get away from dungeon crawlers, just to try something new. I don't know if Phantasy Star 2 was one of the first games to get away from the dungeon crawlers. And have this overhead view of the party like this. No, it couldn't have been the first, but it was one of the early games that was not a dungeon crawler. One thing that I will say about Phantasy Star 2 that I think set it apart from the rest of games during its era is the music. I love the music of this game. C20. Yeah. I don't think we're strong enough to cross this bridge. We're gonna stay right here and see what an encounter is like. Okay, this isn't any different, but I don't want to be lulled into a false sense of security either. Oh, nice. We're one shot in the fire ants now. And I'm trying to remember. I think they have fixed hit points. They don't have a range of hit points like some RPGs. Alright, what's our Meseta at? 552. Jeez. Yeah, so much grinding. Oh, here we go, a couple of locusts. These guys are like glass cannons, they can do a lot of damage. But they don't have very good armor or anything like that. 30 Meseta, they give good Meseta. Get more of those bad boys. Give me more locusts. Give me a double locust fight over anything, and I'll take it. All right. And another locust. Well, we're getting one. Okay, these seem to be all the same as the other areas, so maybe I'm maybe I'm wrong in my assessment of where the more dangerous encounters start. I've experienced bonus 23 Masada. Alright, Rolf gains a level. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Rolf has oh, you have Ryuka now? Let's see, I think... Is Ryuka the one that takes us back to town? I think it is. I need to go to state, not... Oh, not state. Is it strength? Shows all my spells. Okay, there we go. So, left hand is non-combat, right hand is combat. Foy. Yeah, you have Foy. Which can be handy, very handy. In these early stages of the game. Like if you accidentally run into 3 armor ants and you're not ready for it. Or even 2 armor ants. Or even 1 armor ant. They're tough customers to deal with. Okay, so I guess let's just make sure that we've explored everywhere here. We got the Blue Dam. Alright, very good. Arima. Come on. Okay, yeah, we've explored all of this area where Arima is. So let's get a little bit adventurous. We've got enough technique points that we can cross that bridge to the north. It kind of surprised me that they got the initiative on me. So I do think it's agility that determines... Pretty sure it's agility that determines, like, initiative, you know, who goes first. I thought Rolf got res too, maybe it's later on. So let's go back to let's imagine, right? Let's imagine we were in this world. Oh, crap. We are going to die. Suck. Oh, goodness gracious. That was... Okay, so this is a dangerous area. So armor ants, they do high damage. They have a lot of health too, though. That's the problem. Is not just that they do high damage, but they have high health, and they also have higher defense. So they're just, you know, a higher tier enemy. So having our beginning tier weapons is it doesn't really cut it. So I think as long as we stay on this side of the biodomes, the biofarms, we're okay, I think. I really just want to get fights that are the double locusts. These are okay too, like double bees and a fire ant. These give decent Masada. And that's another thing about grinding in Phantasy Star. You will typically find yourself looking for enemies that give you the big Masada, or the more Masada, not necessarily more experience, because you have to grind out so much Masada. At least in Phantasy Star 2. I think Phantasy Star 2 is the most Masada grinding intensive of all 3 of the Phantasy Stars, I think. Well, at least 2, 3, and 4. I don't know about 1. How grindy it is. But in this game, the grind is real. Definitely, I think the most more grind intensive than 3 and 4. Yeah, way more grind intensive than 3 and 4. 38 Masada. Oh yeah, let's get double poisoners. I didn't even notice that they give that many Masada. Give me more poisoners. Because they don't really do much damage, right? Yeah, they don't do hardly anything. Give me more poisoners. Double poisoner fight. That's what we want. We don't want mosquitoes. Mosquitoes don't do anything. Oh, and another thing that's so annoying about mosquitoes and their group of enemies. So mosquitoes, wasps, and what's... Alright, Rudo gains a level. So mosquitoes, wasps, and something. I don't know what the other one is. Not wasps. Mosquitoes. Whatever the third, whatever they are, the mosquitoes groups. Excuse me. So they have, I think, what they call fixed damage attacks. And fixed damage attacks may not be dodged or resisted. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a good one. Give us a double poisoner and a bee. And we'll be well on our way to getting what we need. I think I'm gonna get a sword for what's his face? Oh yes, this will be a good one for Rolf first. Excuse me. And then get a shotgun. Yeah, for Rudo. Oh, come on now. Another thing that I could do, which would include, which it would include more recorded episodes, would be to break up the grinding, and then, you know, buy the equipment that we need piece by piece and illustrate how it makes our party better. But I think that just is, I just think that's tedious to go through all that just to illustrate how, even if it's a, you know, if it's a big deal, like just to break up episodes just to show what a new sword can do. I'm not sure that I'm about that. So, as I've been sitting here and thinking out loud, my plan is going to be this. We're going to, what I will do is when I get to a point when I need to grind, I'll just do an exploratory pass over the area that, excuse me, that I will be grinding, whether it's a outdoor area like this or a dungeon. Most likely it'll be a dungeon, just because typically dungeons not only have treasure chests, but also dungeons usually have your enemies that give more experience and more Masada, and so there very well may be a lot of dungeon grinding. But either way, whenever we get to a point where we have to grind out weapons and or armor, whether it be one piece or multiple pieces, I'll just illustrate, okay, here's the whole area that I will be fighting in. Oh, this might hurt. Only hit one. That, we came out quite well from that fight, because that AoE can really hurt, especially if there's two of them. Anyway, And then after we're done, ooh, yeah, see that almost killed Rolf. Nay gains a level, alright. and then after, let's see, tech. I cannot multitask in my brain. Let's see, Rolf. Even Rudo got down a little bit. So anyway, after I do like an illustrative maybe episode of, okay, we have to grind now, and this is where we are going to be grinding. How many? 57. Okay. Tech. Yeah. Nay. Rudo. Okay. And then I'll just do non-recorded grinding until I have all of the gear that I need. And then on the next recorded episode, it'll just be, okay, so this is the gear we've got. This is, and these are the experience, or these are the new levels we've gotten, because inevitably there will be levels gained, and any, new spells that we've gotten, and so on and so forth. I think that's the best way to chronicle these games, just because recording every fight like this, especially Phantasy Star 2. I mean, Phantasy Star 3, honestly, and 4 might not be bad because they're more fast-paced, especially Phantasy Star 4. But Phantasy Star 2, oh mama, what a grind! It still has that feel of an old CRPG where you have to grind so many fights to earn enough, whether it's money or experience. Depending on what RPG you're playing, it's one or the other. I found you either you're either experience starved or you're money starved. Usually not both. There's usually not a perfect balance where your money level and your experience level are kind of both collect at a rate that that is even close to being balanced. I don't even want to say perfectly balanced, but that's even close to balanced. So alright, 47 experience. Yeah, those are... We've almost got 1200. We can almost go buy a sword. Yeah, I think that the other knife was a good investment. And we've been getting good RNG to get double poisoners and a bee, instead of annoying fights like mosquitoes, which give virtually nothing. Very nice. And really the bees aren't that consequential because, well, this fight will illustrate that. So like fire ants and bees, they really don't give much at all, but having a double poisoner plus a bee or plus a whatever, but it's usually plus a bee, it's just, just a little bit extra experience, a little bit extra Meseta. Like, yeah, this is okay, but not great. Diddly hum. And this is oh goody, a mosquito fight. And this grinding aspect, this is just so much of the game. I would be curious to find out how much time is invested actually progressing the game along, like its storyline and everything, and that includes boss and monster fights, right? How much time is spent traveling overworld, getting the equipment that you need, talking to the people that you need, fighting the fights that you have to fight in order to get through dungeons, versus all of the time that you spend walking around in circles fighting to get more Meseta. I would bet that the ratio is easily 3 to 1, maybe even 4 to 1. Thinking about when we get to Dizo, it might be even 5 to 1. I don't know. My memories of grinding in the dungeons on Dizo just seem to go on forever. Like they never ended. It's like, yep, I grinded in that dungeon for like 3 weeks. Well, maybe not that long, but that's just what my mind is perceiving. Okay, so Ralph's getting a little low, so let's go back to Paseo. And of course we get 3 mosquitoes. Oh good, they didn't go first. Mosquitoes' attacks are all fixed attacks, so let's say they ambushed me, and even though they're all full health, they still, you know, they still always do drain life attacks, no matter what. Let's go back to Paseo. Okay, we'll go back to Paseo, heal at the hospital. Oh wait, we have 1296 Meseta. We're going to Erema for a minute. We're gonna go get our sword. We're gonna get our sword. Oh, crap. And I can't cast. Shoot. I don't want Rolf to die. Well, we're gonna risk it. We're gonna go to Erema, get our sword, and then go back to Paseo. Okay, bees aren't bad unless they, of course, attack Rolf. Rude. And then we'll save our game. Alright. Ooh, did you learn Res? Please tell me you learned Res. Nope. Foy, Gifoy, and Tsu. Okay. That's neat. Oh, but I've got Ryuka. I can go anywhere I want, I think. How much more expensive is it here to go to the hospital? 10 Meseta each? No. Hey, at least the hospital's still standing, even though the scoundrels blew up everyone's house. Maybe no one can afford. Did I miss it? Where is the items? The weapon shop. There we go. Okay, we want a sword. Those ceramic knives were so expensive. I think on my very first playthrough, excuse me, as a kid, in my mind, well, and usually more expensive weapons are better, right? In this case, though, I think that 2 ceramic knives is not worth the grind. No. I think I actually grind out 5,600 Meseta to get 2 ceramic knives for roll. Let's see. Oh, we have to unequip first, and then we can equip. And nice, our defense went up by 8, and our attack went up by, what was that, 38? Whatever it was. It was good. Oh, let's go ahead and go in and sell our knives. No? Do we have to go to an item shop? Our item shop's the only place that sell? I think so. So let's go back to Pazio, sell our 2 knives, go to the hospital to restore our health and technique points, and we will save our game and call it a night. And now that I've illustrated and kind of, I guess, given expectations on how grinding will occur in this game, there won't be any more episodes where you will see me just do what I did and walk in circles and grind out battle upon battle upon battle. So, you have to be careful when you're doing this whole sell thing. I learned you can easily either sell something or menu out when you didn't mean to. Okay, still have 214 Meseta. That's very good. Why am I going down this way when the hospital is up this way? Right? Maybe not. I feel that I should know Pazio better. I mean, granted, it's been many, many years since I played this game, but I played this game a lot as a kid. Alright. Nope, we're good. Excuse me. Okay. Level 4, level 5, level 8. The next thing that we're going to grind out is either the shotgun or the 2 sonic guns for Rudo. Pretty sure that it's going to be the shotgun, to be perfectly frank. We will also need to grind out money just for medicine. The importance of stocking up on medicine is huge. So you will notice that let's see. There's no... Okay, so it doesn't show, but excuse me. Each character has a total of 16 bag slots, and you usually fill every single one of them with every occupied slot with medicine usually. It's very unsafe to not carry bags that are just completely stocked full of medicine. So we have to grind money out for a lot of monomate. It's not worth it to buy dimate. And then we'll probably want to... I don't know if we want to buy an escapipe. I'll have to look at my map of the first dungeon that we're going to go into to see if we're going to find one. If we find an escapipe, we'll probably just skedaddle out of there via the escapipe. Okay, so we have to buy... Oh, let's look at Nay's items. She's got a carbon vest. Okay, that's what she needs for now. Ribbon. Let's see. I don't think Arima... Yeah. Arima doesn't have any gear that we need. Okay. Run is 41, Rolf is 215, Nay needs 14. Alright, nice, she's close. Okay, so this will end our current episode. In our next episode, we will actually be moving on to our first dungeon, I think. Because right now the next thing to do is just to grind out experience and Meseta. And So, yes. And so what we will do is we will resume our next episode when we are fully geared and prepared to go to the Dungeon of Shure. Excuse me. Rolf will probably be, I don't know, level 7 or 8 by then. And, oh, excuse my voice. I contracted a cold some time ago, and I've had it for literally weeks, and it just has not let go of me. So yeah, the next thing that we're going to do is go to the Dungeon of Shure, as per the clues that the townspeople of Arama gave us, right? So that's where we'll be going next to try to find, is it Tiem or Tame? Tame? Daram's daughter, and see what we can find. And Shure is, it's definitely a commitment check and a gear check to see if not only you're high enough level, good enough gear, but also if you really want to stick this game out. Like it gets in your face, and it gets in your face fast. Like it's no joke. Okay, we are not going to adventure more. Goodbye. Okay, so anyway, enough gab from me. Until our next episode, so long for now.